This is Vince with Bulldog Rooter on job number 478972221. This is an upload video. Got called out for a video inspection of the building's sewer line. There's a 3-inch stack cleanout that we ran our camera from all the way out to the city main. It's approximately 90 feet away from the cleanout. You can see we're in the city main. We're pulling back into the customer's private line. This is 6-inch clay from the 1930s. Those offsets are normal for clay lines. That's how they satisfy the change in direction. So we just flushed a lot, and you can see some solid waste and paper that came down. Another offset there.
You don't know what happens if somebody uses the toilet and then we never use any water.
Some solid waste there. An offset as well, just to change the direction of the line. It's like a tiny little bit of a root intrusion there. That's not going to cause any issues right now. One more root intrusion there. Very typical for a line this old in this neighborhood.
So what does that mean as far as like maintenance?
So roots kind of just find their way in. They're 3-foot lengths of clay pipe, and there's a female end and a male spigot where they fit them together back in the 1930s, and then they put jet set around the edge. That was how they made pipe joints. And eventually over time, especially where we have lots of trees in this neighborhood, the roots kind of just find their way into the
Right. Okay, so does that mean that you guys recommend like regular?
Yeah, I live pretty close to here, and I think I've done it twice in 5 years. So
Okay.
if it's service every 2 years, that's normal.
Okay, that's what I was kind of getting at. So yeah, you recommend something like this every 2 years.
Right. So here at 55 feet, we can see the camera wants to go underwater, or it did right there. So there's just a little bit of standing water there at that section. It's more solid waste right there. A little more of a root intrusion. You can see spider webs and egg sacs on the top of the pipe. From this perspective, that's the bottom right-hand corner of the screen. Bottom of the pipe is the top left corner where you see water. A little bit more standing water there, around 40 feet.
How many feet was it to the street?
90.
90.
Yeah.
Must go under the road for a ways.
It does, yeah. Typically the city sewers are a ways in. So you see right here's a little bit of an offset in the clay, and you can see that was where some of that solid waste was kind of accumulating. You see I just push it with the camera. There could also be a little bit of a lip on the bottom, just because the pipe didn't line up quite perfectly. They didn't have the technology we do nowadays. It's just a little bit of a lip there maybe, and you can see it wants to grab the camera coming back. This is the 6-inch clay tile Y fitting. It's actually like a double Y. It looks like there's 2 tie-ins here. That's kind of odd. But I believe this is where the neighbor ties in according to the 1930s sewer permit. The neighbor to the west shares this common pipe. So it's 6-inch here, and this arm of it that serves just this residence is 4-inch clay tile.
So once the neighbor comes in, it turns to 6?
Exactly, yep.
Yeah.
remarkable, this length of the line. You see more egg sacs. That means it hasn't been clogged in a long time if spiders can live on the top of the pipe.
I was wondering why you were calling that out, that makes sense.
Right, like right there, webs.
Yeah.
There's a ball of paper right there.
Amazing what they can live on.
So we transition here in material at 14 feet from 4-inch clay tile to the original 4-inch cast iron waste pipe. A little bit of buildup on the cast iron, but that's very typical for a waste pipe this age. There's a tie-in in the cast iron that's coming from the right. Could be drainage from another part of the structure. So another little bit of standing water there. We're pulling up I believe it's a T-fitting because the camera had a little bit of a challenge getting down. I wanted to turn the camera back on itself. Yeah, we're pulling up and out of the ABS cleanout. This is where the work was performed today. This concludes the video inspection. Thank you for choosing Bulldog Rooter.
So,